Welcome to the Christie Taylor Show. I'm super excited to have you here today. I am super geeked about this particular guest that who I've known for a long time, and we've got a lot of things in common, but also most people will be like, y'all to know each other. Not only do we know each other, we love each other. And I'm looking forward to my conversation with the world famous LeVeda McCou. At this time, I want to let you know that she is an influencer, a change agent, media personality, world famous LeVeda McCou, award winning media personality from Memphis, Tennessee, recently turned her one woman show, Ho and Me Needs Therapy, into a weekly podcast, which is available on Spotify, Anchor, Google Podcast, iTunes, and many others. Now, this podcast deals with healing, positive thinking, holistic spiritual healing. LeVeda has spent most of her career in banking, as well as matriculating through Leadership Memphis and serving on numerous nonprofits before going full time into business ownership, as well as becoming and providing platforms for other business owners, creatives, and dreamers. World famous is the mother of four sons and is single as a dollar bill.
Hallelujah.
You know
Yeah.
something? That's pretty doggone single. That's pretty
Yeah.
single. You know, to say single. Like that's how single I am. I'm single. I'm double single.
Yeah, I'm single.
Single. But you know something? First of all, you know, we're post election. I've been doing most of my shows have been in and around, people talking about politics pre the election. And I am looking forward to the post election lineup, you kicking it off.
Ooh, fun, Christy. Thank you
And
so
I
much,
gotta
man.
tell you, I did have a chance to talk to Larry Dotson, former of the Barcades. He did it right before he did something, but I have not been talking to influencers and entertainers. So
Yeah.
I'm excited about this conversation. And let's
Awesome.
to get it started, I just got to do this. To prepare for today's show, I got a little crunk. And I'm going to tell you one of the songs I was playing. Let me just, I hope y'all can hear this. Can y'all hear this? I'm,
Come on, 3 6. Come on, Juicy. Come on, Pop.
I had to do it.
Come
I had to
on,
get a little
Blue
crunk.
Chat.
I had to get a, as they say, a little crunk for this conversation.
Yeah. I love Pimp C. Shout out to all them cats. I love them.
Indeed. Okay, because Crunk ain't dead. Crunk ain't dead. Crunk ain't dead.
No. Duke Deuce, who's from Memphis, he's really proven that. Like I've been watching him ever since I can remember. And he has proven that Crunk is not dead. It is definitely from Memphis. And everybody else, like Memphis, is really dominating the chart. So
Yeah, it's
yeah.
a good word. Now I did start things off saying that many people may be amazed that you and I know each other, but not only do we know each other, we love each other. Now,
Yes.
reading your bio, they're like, of course you would know her because you've been a part of Leadership Memphis, you work with nonprofits, and I tend to live in that space, when it's
Yeah.
activism, but it's the world famous part of LeVeda that sometimes in the crunkness of LeVeda, people feel like we're an odd couple.
No.
Actually, I think that you are a part of my what do they call it? My shadow self.
Yes, like I think we're twin flames in some areas. Like,
Yeah.
and it's thank you first of all so much for inviting me on your show, Christy. We go back like we down like four flat tires, okay? And so like where people will say you're the left side of the brain or right side of the brain, you know, it's like that with us. So I definitely appreciate you inviting me on your show, and I'm definitely crunk and transparent. I'm definitely a hood, suburban Memphis girl all the way through and through. So, the spiritual, the hood, the gritty, the grimy. I'm all of that. Absolutely.
All of that with a lot of love,
And a lot of love. Absolutely.
a lot of love stirred in. Now I want to, okay, based on the fact, with just a quick 1 to 2 minute bio, who would you say LeVeda McCou is before we add the world famous?
Oh, I'm just pure energy. A lot of people, going through life and going through the different whether ups, downs, traumas, and everything, one thing has to stay consistent within a person, within a vessel. And I believe that my total goal in life is to always remain pure, and don't let, whether it's the money, the 401k, the family, all of those structures that we build outside of ourselves
Right.
dictate who I am on the inside. So I would just say pure energy, just a pure soul through and through.
Indeed. Now, adding the world famous, when and how did you come to that moniker?
Man, you know what? It's so crazy because how I got that name world famous was from Dr. Cindy Trim. She's a world leader on Ebony's Power 100 People Time magazine, honored by the Queen of England, all of these things. And so most people don't know I do have a ministry degree.
Yeah, most people don't know, but that's part of our duality. That's part of our duality, our spirit.
It is. And I believe Jason Renville said, and he's one of my Facebook friends too, TBN. He's one of TBN's most seen hosts. And he said that, you know, God uses our personalities. He uses our what we have. And so God makes fun of using everything that I have. So anyway, Dr. Trim, she gave me that name, world famous, when I went to her an intensive ministry intensive, Kingdom University ministry intensive, and she saw me and she said, you might be tending sheep today, but you're going to be a king tomorrow. And so, if you know the story of David and everything that he had to go through, and trust me, I went through.
You went through it. You went
I
through it.
went through it, honey. Oh yes, every day. We pay the price to be ourselves and a
Ooh.
level of authenticity. So
Mhm.
definitely, yeah, I did that. Absolutely.
Now, motherhood is very important to you. Of course, you're single, but once upon a time, you were married and
I
you
was.
have four amazing sons. Let's
Yeah.
talk about because I know motherhood is extremely important to you.
Wow. So motherhood is something, and being a mother of four sons that speak perfect English despite their mother, despite without
But
explicit. Because I
yeah,
gotta remember, it's like speaking at church. Don't cuss, Peter. Don't cuss. So don't say no cuss words. But they are amazing. My oldest son, his name is, well, he has two names. He has a performing name, and it's Jay Adams. So he recently released his song "Tonight," a single. Yes, it's so beautiful. R&B is Motherland Productions, amazing. From the Kinfolk Thug and Back It Up and Dump It, Big D, and all that. Like they produced the song, and like it's amazing how that even came about. That's a whole other story. But he's 19. He's the football recruit at East Mississippi Community College, and man, he is just fantastic. A honor student, stays in the honors dorm. And if you're not familiar with East Mississippi Community College, that is called Last Chance U on Netflix. So he's the number one recruit for that their 2020 class. Okay,
wow.
so then I have Christian, and Christian's 17, and he's working, and he has like a 4.5 GPA, and he's a senior this year. So I have back-to-back seniors. And I have Micah, who is in journalism at his school.
Wow.
And yes, so he texted me just recently and said, "Mama," he texted me today, said, Mom, I have to stream live. So he won't get home to like 8:30 or something like that. But he's in journalism. He's the manager of, excuse me, varsity sport. He is like a producer of DCTV. So he does this. He does exactly what I do. So that was, it's nothing like your children following after your loves, and then I have Emmanuel, and he's 13 years old, and he's
Wow.
an anime artist, and he's seen in at the Delta Fair, Mid South Fair. So his artist requested at all of those places. So yes, absolutely. I love my boys. Like, oh, I would come to tears in a second just thinking about them. Absolutely. And so I have a lot of help with my sons, my mom and my dad, and my family. They help me out a whole lot when I'm doing shows or I'm out of town. And so I really appreciate them, the village. Absolutely.
Well, honey, you have an amazing village, and they do give you the room to fly high. And
Yeah,
speaking about shows, I had a chance pre-COVID, to
yeah.
witness your one-woman show, the Holy Therapy. Okay, now come on. Okay, now I know you laughing at the way I'm saying it. Okay, but say it for me then.
Okay, well, it's HOE therapy, all right? So it means healing over everything. And the reason that I named it whole therapy is because during the time I was a banker, right? And so two things happened. One thing was I was dating this guy, and I mean a beautiful Jamaican. I mean he's beautiful, and from New York, from the Bronx, and he's like, Vita, everything that you've been through, you need therapy. I'm like, hold on, boo, you got me toe up. Don't do it. You know what I'm saying? You can't tell no black girl she need therapy. Number one, you cannot tell us we need therapy, counseling,
We know
nothing.
we crazy. We
You
know we
know,
crazy.
we even though we crazy as a soup sandwich in the summertime, boo boo. Don't tell me I need therapy. Second was my my boss. I'll never forget her. My manager. Her name was Crystal Williams, and I was in her office, and she was like, and I was telling her all my escapades, my singleness, and everything like that. She was like, "Oh, just out here hoeing." You know what I'm saying?
Now this is post divorce.
Post divorce. This 10 years.
That's
Like,
what I'm saying. There's a
yeah,
lot
this
that led
10
up to
years.
this. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
This is post ministry, post divorce, post a lot of things. You just
Post
kind
Hiroshima, baby. The Hiroshima in my life.
of.
I and she said this happened last year. It was last year. And I was going around in my head now. I've just entered radio. I left banking, entered radio, then interviewing all these people, celebrities, and on and on. And now I'm back in banking, and whether I just had to go back to banking to hear this word, you know what I'm saying, to set me on my path, you know what I'm saying? It was for a reason, Christy. So I said, oh there it is right there. Whole healing over everything.
Everything.
And I don't watch television, so I didn't see it on television. And I listened to when you was on the radio. I listened to you on the radio. So
Thank
I
you.
don't listen, to the radio and stuff like that. I'm pretty much in a zone. But man, it just came out like that. And Tamika Chambliss, shout out to her Black Box Productions.
Yes.
And I was just posting things on Facebook, about my life and how I lost everything more than once, and just the different lessons and the different people I met, and maybe had a dollar, but I ended up graduating from a university. Like all of these things. And it just came, and I said, I'm going to do a one woman show like Whoopi Goldberg
Yes,
did.
I love it. I love it.
Absolutely. So it
And you did
happened
an
in
amazing job. You did an amazing job. And I really saw the potential because I have a bachelor's in theater, and I've always
yeah.
affinity for theater. My childhood dream beyond radio was Broadway. So I've always had a strong love for the stage. So when I saw that, I was like, oh, this really can go somewhere. So it is going somewhere beyond stage. You've decided to take it
Yeah.
to casting. Let's talk about that decision.
Ooh, honey. What did that? Oh, that was a decision because my I was actually sick during my first doing that one woman show. I was gravely ill, and we know now that was like the beginning of COVID. But I
Right.
was had strep. They did the test and everything. Um, and what I would like to say about that, first of all, shout out to Indulge Nightclub. I have to say that because
Wonderful space. Wonderful
Memphis, wonderful space, and they gave me the space to be able to do that. And and it moved from a one woman show because of COVID into podcasts.
space.
And I was listening to I was me and Ina Esco, we were on another radio station together, and she was doing her podcast and everything, and I was like, man, I've I've been a member of Anchor and all that. I like when that app first came out, but I
Right.
didn't do anything with it. I was just studying it and researching whatever, and I saw a stream that she had, and it was like how to create a podcast, how to monetize, and on and on. And that day, I watched probably 5 minutes of the stream and said, "Oh yeah, whole therapy needs to be on a podcast." And then I created the flyer. 5 minutes later, I put it on Anchor. 10 minutes later, it was released. I did my first stream, and then the next day, it was uploaded on all of the platforms. And I'm like, Spotify, what? This what? And so then after that was on iTunes, and then the next day it was on oh my goodness, a young man came to me, video.com, and he
Mhm.
has his own platform like YouTube, whatever. So it was on there. So it just went from
So,
there.
so beyond your whole therapy, hope of everything.
Yeah. Healing of everything.
Yeah.
It can be whatever H word you want, boo. Whatever you do. Because baby, we need it all. I need all the healing every day that I can get.
Healing of everything. Hope everything. Yes. Hope everything. Yes. So here we are. We are into the last phase of 2020. What
Okay.
a year. But I know that you have been quite busy. Let's talk about that and what you have planning for 2021.
Oh my goodness. I rarely have ever planned my year. But as it relates to everything that I've been doing in the last 2 months, 3 months, well,
Mhm.
really since COVID, I made um, a real decision to do everything that I loved when COVID hit. And that included walking off my bank job with my 401k. So, it was if I'm gonna do something, I'm going to love it. I'm gonna die loving it and doing it. And so, like recently, I've been traveling to Atlanta a lot. I have a gig in Miami that I'm doing. I'm so happy that I've been able to, put people in position to get branding deals with a company. What is WTF is X, and so many like interviews, YFN Lucy artists. I mean, all kind of things. Like I've been really living my best life, um, and coming up. What I want to see in 2020, I mean 2021, at the end of 2020 is just Memphis being seen as a real powerhouse in everything that we do. And
That is one of the things I want to say that as a change agent, that always drives your decisions. That's
it
why
does.
because you're constantly trying to put Memphis on, shine a light on Memphis. I
Yes.
mean, you have a lot of celebrities that follow you on social media. I mean, you rep Memphis and the 901 so hard.
Ah.
Girl, let's drop some of those names. Who are some of the people that have really connected to you and your love for Memphis?
Wow. So I have a lot of DJs. I have Omar Wilson, who has one of the top songs, Secret Garden. Quincy Jones remake Secret Garden. So that's
Yeah.
up in the billboards now. I think it's number 18 right now. I have, like I said, the branding company WTF is X. Their clients include Future and Rick Ross, YFF and Lucci and Enzy, NUG's, Carmen Mello, how many
Yes.
other people, Jay Adams, Swim God, all these people. Then of course, I mean the love from P Valley. Like so
Oh,
like
girl, yes. Yes.
Tori Hall, like we follow each other on Twitter, and what's the real Brandy? She was so sweet. She reposted some things as well as Aniko. Yes, Aniko on Twitter.
Mm,
So like it was just love and blessing there because I was a
yeah.
house mom at the strip club too. So
Now
we had
that's
a
okay.
lot
A house mom, for those who don't know, is the reason
like
why.
like Uncle Clifford, like a madam or
Yeah,
whatever. It's
yeah.
we
You girl,
take
you honey, the book and the movies and the things that have to be told about your life. Oh my God.
it would be a movie. I promise you, it would be a for real great movie. And like just
Yeah.
like taking Dougie Fresh to get a haircut or Lil Vicious, Don Vicious. He was a young like rapper growing up, and it's just been a lot. A lot of people, Michael J. White,
Morris Day.
Morris Day, Dina Howard, oh, Goody Mob reposted. I mean, all of these people, like for real. It's craziness. I love it. I love it. Absolutely.
So, what would you tell someone who is in Memphis? There's always a duality when it comes to being a creative in Memphis. But what
Yeah.
would you tell them, because you rep Memphis hard, you go hard for Memphis. What
Yeah.
would you tell them if they're struggling to break through?
Oh, wait, the breakthrough comes from the inside. So
Oh, girl, come on, break
yeah,
it down.
now we can talk for real, now, Chrissy. Okay. So many times we look for people to validate what we do, whether it's family, friends, people that that can put you on, but they won't, and on and on and on. Well, my friend uh know this one and that one, but
Yeah.
why you won't put me on?
Mhm.
It comes from the inside. So, like I became world famous during a time where I didn't have friends, and nobody know me, like other
Right.
than my kids and my ex husband my husband at the time. So it was you create the life that you
Mhm.
want by the words you say, the thoughts you think, and on and on and on. And so,
Mhm.
one of my confessions was one of my affirmations was I'm friends with influencers and producers and world class um, um, creatives. You know what I'm saying? That was I'll have to find the real affirmation, but it went on those lines. And I'm
Yeah.
telling you, I have met and known and been in the position to be amongst these people, and they know me, and I know them. So it's
Mhm.
really you can't see anything as an obstacle. It's only a time situation. It's when
Mhm.
it's gonna happen because it's gonna happen.
It's
So
gone.
yeah,
Mhm.
it's gonna happen definitely. And I just took my love. Like that's when if you really want to break through, discover like what you do love, and the
Yes.
because the
Ah.
money follow. But you
Mhm.
gotta chase the dream. Everybody like, man, but you gotta live, and how you gonna eat and whatever. Well, I'm looking at the birds and they don't care none about how they eat. They just know they
Mhm.
gonna eat. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So that's the thing. My biggest obstacle, if people will say that it's an obstacle, but it was something that I had to push through is understanding who can go with
Mhm.
me. I always wanted
Mhm.
everybody to go with me. You
Mhm.
know, yeah, well, if I got this door like a little bit cracked, I'm gonna push everybody. I'm gonna come on, you come too, you come too. Well, it's not like this. Some doors just meant for you to just go in by yourself and establish a house so you can buy whoever else that you
That's right. That's
you know.
right. That's right.
want somebody to vouch
Mm.
for you. That's difficult because they can't turn around while they building the house for you to live in. All thing you want to do is walk in the door with them. You know what I'm saying? Let is the house. So the breakthrough is in learning who you are and being authentic and understanding that, regardless of anybody's opinion, is your opinion of yourself that matters. Is
That's one of the things that I love about our friendship and our relationship is that we both have hinged a lot of who we are on our spoken word, on the
yes,
of affirmation.
absolutely.
Years ago, we even had, I was at the Civil Rights Museum. You hosted like an affirmation party.
Yeah, where three people showed up,
You
but
know, but we had a wonderful time. We had a wonderful time. And I just always have enjoyed seeing you create the world that you're living in by the words that you speak. I appreciate even being a part of your affirmation group on Facebook.
oh, it's powerful. Now that's
And
powerful right there.
yeah. And just understanding, how even wherever we are, because I'm at a transition in life and even having to be nudged along by the words that I speak. So I always want to express that and give you love on that. So we're going to be right back in just a few moments. And we're going to make sure that they know how they can keep up with the world famous. I am world famous. That's our affirmation for the day. I am world famous. Now we are here with world famous LeVeda McCou, and I really appreciate you, just sharing about your life, sharing about, how you've made your pivot in 2020, and of course, I know that affirmations are so important to you, and how they're even now crafting the life that you want. And I want to find out anything that you can, there's a couple of projects that you're working on.
Absolutely.
Little tease
Absolutely.
of one thing that you can kind of let out the bag, and then I want to make sure everybody knows how to keep up with you.
Well, you know what? How people can get in contact with me is really easy. First of all, it's world famous B12 everywhere. So whether you're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, world famous B12. And I'm gonna tell you how I got the B. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you how I got the B12 part. Yeah, it was a trapper in Memphis gave me the name B12. Absolutely. So from ministry, trapping, we put it all together. That's Memphis. So,
Well,
but
we're a city of churches. We're a city of churches and trapping. So you
yes, churches and
know,
trapping now. So
churches and
look,
trapping.
so the beautiful part about what I have coming up is that no one knows about but you.
Okay,
So this
I
is fresh. I'm going to in 2021. I plan to open a Reiki practice. So yes.
yes.
So hopefully, I want to go to Miami and do it, and it'll be Memphis. It's like a traveling thing, um, and just one on one, like whoever like needs it. Because one thing that really took away a lot of the blockages that I had was going to see my Reiki master, Healing by Deb in Little Rock, Arkansas.
Yes.
And she really was like, Vita, write everything down that you ever went through burning. Instead, I said, I'm finna get paid.
You're gonna
I'm
burn it.
getting paid, boo. I ain't finna burn it. I'm finna get paid because my pain got to pay me, boo boo. It got to pay me. But that's one thing. And then I'm on Stereo app now. So it's a new app that's out. And hopefully I get to interview you soon.
Yes,
Yes, yes.
I'll accept it. I'll accept it. I'll accept
Yes,
it right
yes, yes.
now.
So we're
All right.
gonna make that happen. And of course, I did a CBD line, skincare line, and so that's out in California right now. So I just got a lot of things coming up, pushing my son's album. I'm not his manager nor his momager. I'm just
Support
mama.
your son.
Yeah, I'm his A&R though. But I am A&R, baby. I'm not your manager, but I am A&R.
Well,
So
I love it. Thank you, world famous LeVeda
thank you
McCou.
so much.
Thank you. Blessings, blessings,
Blessings to
blessings.
you. Thank you.
And
Thank you.
I
Thank you.
am amazing. I am inspired.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you
All
so
right.
much, y'all. All right.
And I look forward
Bye.
to being on your show.
Oh, so exciting. Thank you.
All the
See you
love.
later. All right,
All right.
love.